I'm Tyler Thacker, and together we are Greatest Hits. We met back in Los Angeles maybe 6 years ago, something like that. And we didn't start playing music with each other until about 4 years ago. And then we started Greatest Hits about 3 years ago. But we were friends for years before we started officially playing music together. We never really had a good amount of attention in Los Angeles. And we found a record label in New York and moved to New York, and it went really great for us. Everyone was really responsive. So we moved there essentially to put out records, and once it started going good, we stayed there for a year until we moved here recently. It was great in New York and Brooklyn. The music scene really took to us, and they liked what we did. But we like to work a lot from our own studios, so the music, it could have been made anywhere. It really wasn't about Brooklyn. The reason I like working with Zach, I think I'm probably Zach's biggest fan. I know all of his material and I have all of the songs. And my attraction to working with Zach is he wasn't subjected to the traditional, the orthodox institutions of being in bands. Zach is an expressionist, and for me, who's not an expressionist, it's something that I can really have a lot of respect for. The way I like to see it is kind of like, you talk about it in terms of psychological role play, putting on characters and taking on different roles. And Zach likes to play different people in his different projects. Despite that we're focusing on the Greatest Hits right now, I continue to be fully supportive, and I know even if I wasn't supportive, that Zach would do it anyhow, that there's going to be lots of projects with different names, and that's just a way to be free and not subjected to the standards of what a lot of musicians feel they need to do to gain recognition or popularity.
Hits, which is my main project with Tyler. I do music on my own as well, Thrills, and currently have a gangster rap project that Max Daring, and a project with my sister, that's just under Lies, and those are the main projects. I think that the important thing that can be learned from Zach's music and the music that we make together is that rock and roll or pop music or dance music, it's theater. And a lot of bands spend a lot of time trying to hide that it's theater, but we aren't afraid of that. It's really nice to subject ourselves to playing different roles and not hide from it. Zach, more so than me, has done that for years and years, playing different roles and making records as kind of different people. I'm really proud of being a part of that, and I've learned a lot from working with Zach about how to let go of certain things and run with whatever you feel like doing. If you're interested in making a certain type of music, you make it. And if you want to call yourself something else, you call yourself something else.
I feel like when I collaborate with other people, I learn more about myself, music, from seeing what product is made or how the song turns out. And I think that's the most important thing, learning who you are, is by subjecting yourself to those places by working with We direct most of our videos ourselves.
The video work that's been done has been a way of maintaining like a purity of what we do, whether it be in our bedroom or anywhere. It's the rawness, so it's the realness of whatever it is, and to capture that in video. Forever, bands felt like they had to play live all the time for people to connect with the personality. We live in an age of information with the internet where you can create this whole fantasy reality of whatever you want. Prolong like your ability to sort of be introverted and work from your bedroom. And at least for greatest hits and raw thrills on all of our projects, we haven't needed to play live much at all. If we had all the energy that we focus on making our own little videos, not knowing how to use cameras or anything, and just making videos shamelessly, capturing the raw sentiment of the music in places that we feel comfortable, have been just as lucrative for getting us out there as playing shows, like live. And in fact, I think we could have probably never played any live shows and still be where we are today. Just by making videos and having people that are our personalities in those videos. And totally replace that.
I think it's easier to relate to a video and it's there permanently.
We can be imperfect. Like we can show like kind of elements of our fantasies of how we see ourselves or how we want to be seen by other people, but also accept like who we are actually, because we're not trying to glorify our image. Everyone loves a little tragedy, whether they admit it or not. Everyone loves a little danger and tragedy. That's so human. It's not like a new thing. It's ingrained in like our DNA, and that's like equally what pop music is about. That's pop artists understood that. People like Andy Warhol get misinterpreted all the time. Andy Warhol was started so much artwork, and people that liked his artwork didn't really understand. It wasn't about like commercial artwork. There's like a dark element to his artwork, and he explored tragedy and iconography. But a lot of people took him as an influence about being colorful and palatable, but his artwork is what it was because it took pop art and realized that it had a darkness to it. Images of Marilyn Monroe and all that sort of stuff. These are people that live tragic lives, you know. They're miserable. They kill themselves often, you know. And humans will always be gravitated towards that. It validates their own mortality. They need to see that to remind themselves of their limit. And the most tragic part about it is that they'll pay for it. You know, they'll pay big bucks to see that, and they want to see people fall too. You know, and that's just how it's always been.